Working with databases and models. Working with models and database. DJANGO follows the architecture design pattern is MVT. Model, view, templates. Already we had a small discussion about the views and templates. View meant for completely business logic Python code. Templates are meant for HTML files we have to provided. Next one is we have to introduction about the models. I want to store data for the future purpose permanently. Then we can use database. DJANGO provides by default inbuilt database SQLite 3. If you want, you can configure with Oracle, MySQL, MongoDB, anything. If you are not using any database configuration, by default it will be considered SQLite 3. If you want to connect your database, configure with your databases like MySQL or Oracle, anything we can provide. Present first example, I can go with the SQLite 3. Next level, I will tell MySQL and those things. At the time of database configuration, you can pass parameters, database engine name, database name, user, password, host, and port numbers. In all these, port and host is the optional remaining. Once we provide settings, you can go to Python shell, import connection, create that. Present we are using SQLite 3. We are not getting any errors. Once you configure your own database, either Oracle or MySQL, then we will get, if everything goes fine, we are not getting any error. If something goes wrong, then it will display the error message. Now, this is the theoretically what is the this one, all the things. Now, first of all, what is a model class? In Python, we know what is the class. Class is nothing but a design or plan or blueprint. Okay, which can be used for to construct some objects. That is called as class. Simple example for class is nothing but collection of variables and methods. Within the Python class, different types of variables are there. Instance and static and local variables, methods also different are there. If a collection of variables and methods are nothing but a Python class, same. Within your Django model class is nothing but a just one Python class. Within this class contains database fields and names and their behaviors. Fields and their behaviors. Behaviors are nothing but data types. For example, I want to store some employee information. My class name is any name, employee. So, employee is my class, Python class only. In this employee, there is one parent class is that the parent class name is model. So, you know inheritance concept in the Python. Within parenthesis, whatever given, that is the parent class, this is the child class. Inside function definition, what you have to define? All your fields and their behaviors. Employee contains number, employee contain name, employee have salary, employee have address. Behaviors are nothing but types. What is the type? జనరల్గా పైథాన్ వచ్చి ఇంటీజర్ టైప్, ఇది వచ్చి ఎస్టీఆర్ టైప్, శాలరీ ఫ్లోట్ టైప్, అడ్రస్ స్ట్రింగ్ టైప్. That is the Python data types. Django also same like that, but different ways are there. Character field ani, float field, integer field like that available there. So it is just like one Python class, but within your database, the database understandable language is only one language. That language is, what is the language? SQL only. But this is my Python class. This class I want to inject it to database, no chance. First you have to convert this. Every Python class is one database table. First you have to convert this Python class into SQL QL query, then only injected to this database, otherwise no chance. So here we are not writing any SQL commands. We have to write just Python class only. That class I can convert it to SQL query and that query injected to the database. All these things will be taken care by DJANGO. Just you have to define one Python class. How many, all these classes you can mention into one file. That file name is models.py. .py is a Python file, one module. A module contains multiple classes, class employee, class student, class movie, class. Every model class representing one table in the database. So how many tables you can require? Those many models you can create. That is called as first class model class. Class contains fields and behavior. Every Django model class is child class to which class? Model class. So within this class, there are different types of data types all there that we have to inherited. That is the first one, model class. A model class is a Python class which contains database information. A model class is a Python class which can contains your database info. It contains fields and behaviors of the data. What we are storing. A model class is a Python class which contains database information. It contains fields and behaviors of the data. What we are storing. Each model maps to one database table. Every model class internally created one table in the database. So how many tables you can require? Those many classes you have to define. Every model is a Python class which is the child class of models. Django, DB, models, model is the class. Each attribute of the model represents database field, column name in the table. So within the our Python class Django class, whatever fields I can provided, each and every field is column name of your table because table contains columns and rows. Every column field we have to provided here one field of the Python class. So where we can write these classes? We have to write all model classes inside one Python file is there, models.py file. So simple. Now I have to create one project inside application, inside model class, convert to that class to query, inject it to table. I have to insert that data. That is the concept. So a model class is a one Python class. How we have to define Python classes? Same you can define Python, but inside that class you have to mention field and their data type. Whatever field you are mentioned, that is nothing but your table column name. Create the project. Go to here. CD Django November 730. DJANGO hyphen admin start project model project. CD model project. Py manage.py start app done. This is the first three steps. So once you create project, create application, after that add application in the settings.py. Then go to models.py, create one Python class. So open atom, model project. So now, sir, models.py is available project level, app level, app level. Within the app, models.py is there. Create your model. Models is going, just now I am telling now, it is the child class of django.db. This is the module name. This is the class name. Already import statement is there. django.db models. In this module, model is the class that is. Now first, class is the keyword. Class name anything. How to give inheritance? Parenthesis. So what is the module name? Models. What is the class name? Model. It will display. ఇదిగోండి. Whenever any before C will be there, that is class. Function అయితే F symbol is coming. So model is the one class. Else bottom it will give the description. Okay. Model is the parent class. Now a class contains fields behaviors. Employee contain number. Generally, what is the type of the number? Integer. It is available chonde. In this modules, integer field is the one class. Create object. Employee name. Models. Dot. Which field? Character field. There is one attribute is there variable. Maximum length. The reason is whenever in the database terminology, you can ask about any database. Whenever I can define the column name compulsory maximum characters you have to mention. Varchar 2 of 10 ani, varchar 2 of 15 sizes. Um, ఇదిగోండి. Employee table number, name, salary, address. Employee name maximum size 10. Address 10. So compulsory sizes we have to mention. That's why here also we have to mention maximum underscore length is the variable. What is the size? I'm given 30 characters. Employee salary. Models is the module. Salary means general which field? Float. Employee address. Models dot which field? Character. Compulsory you can give maximum length is the variable mentioned 30. This is your Python class. Iదే class. You no need to write anything. This class can be converted to database query format. So here explanation is not required. In case of Oracle, you have to write some queries, all the things. Just you have to define Python class. Class is the keyword. Class name inside parent class. Whatever fields you have to define fields and their data types. This model class can be converted into database table. Who is responsible? DJANGO is responsible conversion. So just you have to define class. Line number 20 class we defined our class name I can mention Hanmantu. Class is the keyword man. This is my class. Within the parenthesis class is parent class. If you know Python object oriented and inheritance, then that is only class is the keyword. This is my class name employee. Within the parenthesis if I am given class that is parent inheritance. Within this module, these are all the different classes are there. No, any number you can use. Just I'm given 30 man. Here I can use 10 now, or I can use 12, 13, 15, any number, not a constant. I can give 256 also, my wish. There is no fixed constant value, Dhanush. Any number you can provide, no issues. Just I'm given 30. It's not a fixed number. Sir, now that is the, anyone please tell what is the table name? Table name, employee. What is the class name? Modeler. I am asking what is the class name? Employee is the class name. But what is the table name? So class name is employee. Table name is not employee. Okay. Table name is within the inside whatever table na, that is called as table name. How it is created table name means the combination of your app name with class name. App name with class name. ఇప్పుడు you tell what is your table name? Adi. So test app. What is the class name? Adi మీ table name. Okay. Class name only employee. Within database, I will show database table also. It will be created with the combination of always your app name underscore class name. Your app name is, my app name is test app. That's why test app underscore employee will be created. Previous batch ledo oka I will show the table. ఇదిగోండి. What is the table name? Test app. Because of my app name, test app. Class name, that is the table name always. Your app name with class name. Next. Fields. Whatever fields are there, employee number, employee name, employee salary, and employee. And one more extra field will be generated, sir. That field is ID. It is auto-generated field. You created 4, but Django will created one extra field. That field is ID, auto-generated field. And just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 IDs will be generated. Behaviors. What is the behavior? Simple. Employee number is of which type? Integer. Employee name is which type? Character. Like that, those are behaviors. So a model class is nothing but database, table name plus field name plus field behaviors. That is nothing but your model class. Database table name, field name, and field behaviors. Sir, now the problem is you created class, fine. Class employee is there. Inside employee number name, all are Django class is ready. I want to every class should be a one table. That is also acceptable only. Now, this is our database. Present I am using SQLite 3, no other databases. The only database understandable language is SQL. But the problem is this is called as a which file? Python file. Models.py inside class is that is the Python file. Who are attending my regular classes in advanced Python last topic PDBC, Python database programming is there. Test.py is the Python file. I connected to Oracle SQL server. One name of Python file, one name of database. I'm using some drivers, connectors, translators, CX underscore Oracle, PyMySQL translators. By using that, we have injected data to the database. But here, this is completely Python class. It is a class is the keyword developed Python. How we need to inject it means, first of all, compulsory, you have to convert your that class into SQL query. Then only it is possible to inject it to your database. Direct your Python class database means database will give left and right. Database can understand only insert, create, update, delete commands only. SQL commands, DDL, DML, TCL, DCL commands, only those 11 or 12, those only they can accepted. Python class not accepted. Now my question is, how to convert your one Python class to the SQL query? For that, the first command is make migrations. So what is the use of the make migrations means one Python class converted to SQL query not executed. Once I execute make migrations, go to the database, check the table. Table is not created. Sir, how? The reason is this command is responsible to convert one Python class to which one? SQL. After that, your responsibility is execute this command into where? In the database. For that, one more command is there, migrate. So interview main important question is, what is the difference between make migrations and migrate? What is the difference? Make migrations can be converted our Python class to SQL query, it not executed. Once a query is ready, this query executed to database by using migrate command. That is the difference of make migrations and migrate. Sir, I'm not executing just to make migration SQL query ready. I want to see the SQL query. SQL query means compulsory create, alter, delete, drop, truncate only. How to see that SQL query? I will show that SQL query. After that, I can inject this one to your database. So the first process, is how to convert this one to our SQL query. The first one, converting model class into database specific SQL code. The first step, you have to convert your Python model class to the SQL code. Once we write model class, we have to migrate the corresponding SQL code for this. We have to use make migrations. Once we write model class, we have to convert that corresponding SQL query. We have to use make migrations. సో here left side, see the first project architecture లో one thing will be added there. ఇదిగోండి models, model project, test app, manage.py. Inside, these are all the files we know. Inside test app, migrations are there. Inside init.py, empty blank script Python files. Okay. Now check this carefully. Once I run the command, what is the command? Py manage.py. What is the command? Make migrations. ఇదిగోండి sometimes if you did any mistakes are ఇక్కడ it will display no changes detected, then query not converted. Once you are getting message create model employee, ఇదిగోండి where it is created, test app migration. What is the file name? 0001 underscore initial.py. అంటే within it is one Python file, internal గా SQL query